Ever found yourself needing to dig up some court records, but you absolutely do not want to spend a single dime? Well, you are in exactly the right place. Whether you're deep into some serious legal research, vetting a prospective landlord, or just kind of digging into your local history, today we are unlocking the secrets to finding Racine County court records online completely for free. I'm going to give you the insider tips and walk you through exactly how to bypass all that confusing red tape. We're going to save you some serious time and money, so let's just dive right in. Okay, so here is our game plan for today. 1. Decoding Racine court records. 2. Navigating the WCCA portal. 3. Effective search strategies. 4. Troubleshooting missing records. 5. Advanced access and preserving. And finally, 6. Ethics, limits, and disclaimers.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Decoding Racine Court Records.
So before we start frantically typing in names, we really need to understand the tool we're actually using. That tool is the Wisconsin Circuit Court Access System. You'll usually see it called WCCA, or if you're talking to locals and legal pros, they just call it CCAP. Basically, this is the official, 100% free state system managed by the court system itself. It gives you public access to case summaries showing you exact copies of what the county court staff actually typed into their database. It's honestly an incredible resource, and again, totally free. Moving right along to Section 2, Navigating the WCCA portal.
Now that we know what CCAP is, let's get you searching. It's actually super straightforward. First, you just head over to the WCCA app website. The very first thing you're going to see, and you absolutely have to do this, is agree to the terms of use. It's mandatory, mostly just to clarify what the database can and cannot do. Next up, to make sure we're actually looking in the right place, hit the County drop-down menu and select Racine. Then, the fun part. Just pop in a name, last name, first name, or a specific case number if you have it. And honestly, the best part of this whole shebang, there is zero registration required. None. You can run this basic search completely anonymously.
Section 3. Effective search strategies. So let's say you run that basic search, right? And boom, you get hundreds of results. It can be a little overwhelming. But what's really interesting here is how you can easily decode all that confusing legal jargon to zero in on exactly what you need. Case numbers in Wisconsin follow a specific formula: the filing year, a 2-letter class code, and then a sequential number. Those 2-letter codes are going to be your best friends. Filtering for small claims, just look for SC. Doing a civil search, use CV. If you're tracking down a felony, filter by CF, or CM for a misdemeanor, and FA for family cases. Using these codes literally cuts through all the noise so you find exactly what you're after. Okay, let's talk about Section 4, Troubleshooting Missing Records.
Now, you might be wondering, what happens if you do everything right, perfect spelling, right filters, and you still can't find the record? Well, there's a massive misconception out there that court records just live on the internet forever. They absolutely do not. The time a record stays visible on WCCA varies wildly, and it's all based on the state's official retention schedule. To put that into perspective, a dismissed small claims or family case, that completely vanishes from the online portal in just 2 years. They do that to prevent unfair public stigma. On the flip side, a misdemeanor or civil case hangs around for 20 years. Most felonies stay up for 50 years, and a Class A felony, that's going to stay on the site for a staggering 75 years. So if you can't find a record, it might not be a glitch, it might have simply aged out.
Also, and this is absolutely crucial to remember, Wisconsin takes personal privacy very seriously. So if you're hunting for confidential records, things like adoptions, juvenile delinquency proceedings, mental health commitments, guardianships, or terminations of parental rights, you are not going to find them on the public WCCA portal. No way. They are strictly protected by law. And even inside a public case, like a divorce, for example, certain sensitive documents like financial disclosures are kept totally under wraps.
Which brings us to Section 5, Advanced Access and Preserving.
So what if your record has aged off the site, or you actually need the physical scanned paperwork, not just a quick summary? Well, let's manage our expectations for a second. The online WCCA portal is amazing for summaries, charges, minutes, all that good stuff. But unless you're an attorney who's officially opted into the e-filing system, you cannot just download those full case documents for free online. For the actual paperwork, you're going to have to take a little field trip to the Racine County Courthouse. That's at 730 Wisconsin Avenue. There, you can use their public terminals to view the real scanned pleadings in person. And if you want to print copies to take home and preserve your findings, it's going to cost you $1.25 per page.
Oh, and a quick pro tip before we move on. If you're following a Racine County case and you notice it's being appealed, the WCCA trail is going to run cold. You'll need to jump over to a totally different site called the WSCCA System. That stands for Wisconsin Supreme Court and Court of Appeals Access. That's your go-to for tracking anything at the appellate level.
All right, our final stretch. Section 6. Ethics, Limits, and Disclaimers.
Having access to this kind of public data right at our fingertips is an incredible privilege, but, comes with a lot of responsibility. While Wisconsin's policy is super pro-open government, the law also demands strict redactions to keep people safe. Court clerks literally cannot display sensitive stuff. We're talking social security numbers, bank account numbers, passwords, things like that. It's a really careful balancing act between the public's right to know and an individual's right to privacy.
To wrap things up, I want to read a really important line directly from the WCCA Terms of Use. It says, "The data or information provided is not the official records of the court. Users should verify the data and information by consulting the official court record. The actual legal custodian of these records is the clerk of circuit court." And hey, just a quick reminder from us too, this explainer is purely for educational purposes. We are not giving legal advice here, so definitely consult a real legal expert if you have specific legal questions.
So there you have it. You are officially equipped with the tools, the strategies, and the insider knowledge to navigate the Racine County court system like an absolute pro, and it didn't cost you a single penny. So my question to you is this: what hidden histories or vital records are you going to discover today? I'd love for you to put these new skills to the test right now and share whatever you find or any questions you run into down in the comments below. Happy searching!